Okay, what is going on YouTube? My name is Big Hat Brock, and today we are going to be taking a deep dive of the Xbox Marketplace. We're going to be looking for some hidden gems, maybe some classics, just some fun. I grew up in a small town in Pennsylvania, very rural, and there was this store from when I was a kid called Mike's Videos. It was an old video rental store, kind of like a smaller version of Blockbuster. And one thing I miss about this store is just walking in and just looking, seeing all the games, just kind of going through every game, honestly, seeing what they had, maybe what they didn't have, and be like, wow, it'd be cool if they got this game to rent, right? And so looking through the Xbox Marketplace, I realized, wow, there's some deep cut games in here. There's some things I haven't thought about for a while, some games I haven't thought about for a while, I should say. And I don't know, I thought it'd be fun to just go on this ride with you guys. I've got a soda. I'm about to pour it into my cup. Let's see if that makes it onto the microphone. Oh yeah, it barely picked it up at all. Okay. Got some soda, got some water. Make sure you're drinking water. Water is great to have. And yeah, I'm just gonna go through some little voice crack there. Just gonna go through some classics here. And most of this is just gonna be me going, "Wow, this game was great," or "This game was awful," or "I wish I had played this game." Hopefully, this is some nice background noise for you. Maybe it's you can fall asleep to it or whatever. That's what some people do with videos, or whatever. Maybe you just need something to watch while you're eating your lunch, your dinner, your breakfast, whatever. But the first game I wanted to start with, and I kind of don't know why I thought of this game, but it has a connection to me. We're going to start with the game for the Xbox 360. It's called Overlord, which is sadly not available for purchase on the Xbox Marketplace. If I had to guess, and now I don't know this answer, but if I had to guess 10 games, the first 10 games I played on the Xbox 360, Overlord is one of them. I have a ton of nostalgia for this game. If you don't know what it was, you're the guy, so the big guy with the sword there. That's what the character plays as this dude. And he has all these minions that he controls, and they all have their own unique abilities, and you had to like move them around to beat different enemies and get through all these different puzzles. Like the red guys could go through fire, the blue guys could go through water, the green guys with poison, all that jazz, right? And wow. Yeah, looking at these is oh man, especially this first part. This part with the pumpkins is like this is like one of the first parts of the game. Yeah, wow. Look at this. Ah, this is so cool. Yeah, if you also you could get little outfits for them depending on where you were. So in this case, it's a pumpkin patch. The minions would like pick up the pumpkins and put them on their heads. Man, that was just so much fun. But I thought this would be a fun game to start with. Like I said, it was one of the first games I played on the 360. A lot of nostalgia for it. This is kind of one of the goals of this video is picking games that maybe were forgotten or more hidden gem. I know there's a sequel, and then there was a bunch of spin-off games. One was on the Wii, one was on the DS. There's an expansion. Let's see if it's one of these. Raising Hell. I really wanted to play this expansion. Never got the chance to. If they ever bring it back, hopefully they include this expansion. Man, a ton of nostalgia. I remember seeing the commercial for this on like playing at GameStop. Might have even been EBX Games still at the time. I can't quite remember, but the TV would play the trailer for it. Yeah, a ton of nostalgia for this game. So let's see. We got Fable 2, Fable Anniversary. What I like to do, there's definitely good picks here. Dungeon Siege 3, never played it. Heard it was really good. What I like to do, we got some good games here. I'm going to scroll to the very end. Go to the show all button here. And the next one that jumps out to me, your Fable, dude, I really wanted to get into Fable. I've played all of these, never beaten any of them. And I really want to get into them, but I just can't. Like, I have a copy of Fable, not Anniversary, but the original Fable. I have a copy of Fable 2, tried Fable 3, never could get into them. Divinity 2. I feel like there's just also before the 360, a little bit into 360, there was a lot more fun games. There was a lot more, like, anything could be a game. And that was good and bad, I guess. Jade Empire, never played it. This Gladius game looks pretty cool. A bunch of games I wish they'd come back with. Oh, man. Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance. That one's a classic. The Oddworld games look really good, but I don't know which one to start with. Like, here's this Oddworld Stranger's Wrath. Then this Oddworld Munch's Odyssey. Like, not sure which the first one is. The Bard's Tale trilogy is a weird one. It's like, there's another game called The Bard's Tale. Let's see if it's in here. It's an original Xbox game. Whoa, look at this. This is old school. I didn't know they looked like this. Where is it? Here we go. This is The Bard's Tale. I know. This I definitely rented from Mike's videos a bunch of times. Only $4. Probably not going to get it. But it was kind of like a parody RPG. Like, whoops. There was some humor to it. There was some fun to it. But man, it was so janky. Like, it was just not a very well made game. But I liked it because it reminded me of Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance. Which we saw earlier. Let's go back to our first page. Let's try to find like a real deep cut. This Brutal Legend, here's a good one as well. This was a pretty fun game featuring the voice of Jack Black and many other, let's see, there it says The Rock Godzilla played by Jack Black. Metal Fantasy, this hit me right in the time of like, I was like, oh, metal music is so sick. Oh boy, I love metal music. Forget all the new music. And looking back, I still enjoy that music, but no reason for me to be so angsty, I guess. But that's, I guess, what happens to everybody. Pretty fun game. This is a nice hidden gem from the 360. This is not the greatest game in the world, no. This is just a tribute. Sometimes I feel like with these games, some of them aren't that good. But like the people who played them liked them, so they go back and they give this like huge review. They give it like a big 5-star review because they have a ton of nostalgia for it, and that's all the people left are the people that actually played it. Here's an interesting one: Advent Rising. A common legend pervades the galaxy, that of a powerful, highly intelligent ancient race that will one day deliver the universe. That's what it says. They are known as humans. The advent of humanity begins. This feels like a super deep cut. Like 10 people played it, but those 10 people loved it. Like, this would be a game I'd probably rent. It's probably good, but my little kid brain probably couldn't figure it out. So I'd rent it once and be like, that wasn't very good, and I'd have my mom or whoever take it back. Yeah, here we go. I've missed this. This game was far before its time. We Demand Justice. Epic. The most underrated game of all time. Yeah, no idea. Maybe I'll have to buy it. Looks like it's available for purchase. $10, but 68 reviews. It needs one more. Let's see if there's any more like this. Lost Planet Time Shift. Here's a fun one. So I never played this game. I really wanted to. Somehow I just never got around to it or what. It looks real goofy now, and I've heard that it didn't get great reviews, and I don't know, I guess it wasn't very good. But it's one game I'm always like, one day I'll go back and play Time Shift, right? Like, it's sitting right here. $30? No one's gonna pay $30 to play this game. Are you kidding me? The cover was so cool, though. Let's see if we can find... There we go. Yeah, this cover, you definitely, like, probably capitalizing off of that Halo, Gears of War kind of look. Even, like, maybe Killzone, even though I guess Killzone's good in its own right. But seeing this cover and seeing, like, the gameplay for it, I was like, this is going to be the best game ever. And this is another time period where, like, when someone came up with an idea, it's like, yeah, it'll work perfectly. And here's an example, right? So this has a bunch of 5-star reviews, but everybody's like, I love this game. I feel like it's probably nostalgia. Let's see if there's another good. Here's the original Prey. Never played it, though. Fear 2. Oh, Vanquish. This one looks super fun. This kind of had that sliding mechanic. I feel like it was a little bit ahead of its time. Like, It had a cool sliding movement mechanic that I think is very popular in modern games, but I feel like people just didn't know what it was or what the deal with it is. And again, this was, let's see, does it have the year that it came out? So 2010. Yeah, like the Halo and Call of Duty, and a third game craze was Battlefield. It was probably taking over then. So this is one of those third person shooters like that kind of got vanquished. Yeah, I said it. Vanquished underneath those games. Nobody really gave it a shot. Dark Void. Where's I'm sure the Zone of the Enders one is cool. Don't know about that. Let's Earth Defense Force. Tron Evolution. But yeah, I like just scrolling through. Like, this is what used to be part of the fun of games, was just going to the game store. Nowadays, in places like Best Buy and Walmart and Target, the gaming selection, isn't as good and it isn't as fun. They're kind of only the bigger hits, not so much like you wouldn't see something like Outland in the game stores today, probably because nobody played it, or maybe somebody did. I don't know about that one. Wow, there's some in here that even I'm like, I've never heard of. Like, I've never seen this Hard Corpse Uprising. Or is it Hardcore? Oh, I Am Alive. Fun, but it was just too short. Like, it was too short, not enough meat to it. Maybe if it was $10, it would have been a bigger deal. But once you do like the first bit, I don't know, then the rest is fun. Mark of the Ninja. I remember this game being a big deal. I think it kind of just fell to the wayside. Brilliant done. Great game and great publisher. All right, let's do a bit of a reset here. Well, actually, we'll scroll one more. Killer is Dead. I remember seeing this in the store and Walmart while playing the demos. Never played it though. All right, and like, look, what is this? Like, see, like, I have no idea what this is. Looks like an old school, yeah, looks like an old school kind of bullet hell kind of thing. Switch your console's country. Yeah, something like that. Like, that's fun to see. What is this game? Why do I feel like I know this? Sign Mora? Who made this game? Nordic Games, okay. 2012. That looks kind of cool. Another like kind of bullet hell kind of thing. All right, I feel like we've kind of gotten. Let's back out a little bit. Let's do a bit of a reset. I feel like this is kind of the equivalent of like doom scrolling on my phone. Time splitters. Someone told me about how much they like time splitters, and this is kind of like a internet hidden gem, I guess. Like, if you ever played it, it was really good. My favorite shooting game, seriously, still fun to play in 2023. We've got Time Splitters 2 here. Yeah, looks like something I would like, but didn't play it. Duke Nukem 3D World Tour. 20th Anniversary World Tour. This got a lot of hate, I guess because people don't like Randy Pitchford. I still liked it. I don't know about the previous version that they got rid of, but I still had fun with that. I didn't mind it. Quake Arena Arcade. I don't know much about that, but it's like, man, Max Payne. Max Payne is on here. I'll have to go back and play that. I've never played any of the Max Paynes. Marathon. This is one of Bungie's earlier games. It's kind of like Doom. Yeah, it's like their sci-fi version of Doom. I remember playing it way back, and it was actually pretty good, but I was in like middle school. Had to use a lot of brain power to figure that one out. Oh, the Clone Wars. Star Wars The Clone Wars. Before the actual Clone Wars. It was, this is a pretty fun game. This is another one I say, like, I should just go back and beat it. I don't know if I ever finished the game as a kid. Game is freaking hard as hell. Yeah, it was difficult. Interesting thing about this game, there's a character in it named Sidon or something like that. And in the game, he's like a thin bounty hunter. And then they made a Boba Fett book where Boba Fett is a kid. And in it, he's like a big fat guy. And I don't know if that character will ever come back ever again, but it's just interesting that there's two versions of him from this era. Cool game, though. Flying the ships, flying the vehicles. All good stuff. Now, of course, we have all the Star Wars. Man, Jedi Starfighter, I didn't like it. I couldn't get into it, I'll be honest. I don't really like vehicle games. Of course, we saw the Revenge of the Sith game back there, Knights of the Old Republic. It's too bad because as a kid, I loved like longer games like Knights of the Old Republic and Knights of the Old Republic 2. But now as an adult, it's like, man, that game is too long. Like, I don't have time to invest in all that. And I do. I just need to sit down and do it. There's a Dark Forces remastered. Do you want to play that? What? Like, look at this. The outfit. What the heck is this? THQ? When did it come out? 2006. Dude. March of 2006. I was about to turn 9 years old. Combining intense squad-based combat with freedom of total destruction, the outfit takes players behind enemy lines, battling the Nazi war machine through a variety of combat missions. Yeah, it looks like a 360 game from 2006. Ahead of its time, it's awesome. Mercenaries, but with local co-op. This is what we're looking for right here. This kind of speaks to us. Is the outfit. Mercenaries Playground of Destruction. Brothers in Arms. Wow. Oh, this is on Xbox. Cool. This looks kind of fun. I mean, it looks like every other war game that came out, but... this guy's... Hey, this person's setting stuff up. I'm going to set up lobbies every Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. On April of 2023. Dang. That's about to be 2 years ago. Sad. Call of Duty 3, that's a classic. Full Spectrum Warrior. Frontline's Fuel of War. I played this with my brother. We watched the commercial and we thought it was pretty sick. We had to get in on that. I think I played this Advanced Warfighter, or am I thinking of a different one? Oh, I did play this one. Very difficult. Okay, so we're going to restart again with the game I just thought of. A real hidden gem. There it is. No, come back. Cloning Clyde. Help Clyde and hundreds of his clone mutations do whatever it takes, fight, fly, even explode to escape the clutches of the nefarious Dupliclone Inc. Single player, Xbox Live multiplayer, 1 through 4, local multiplayer, 1 through 4 HD, high definition. Yeah, look at all. It's so ugly. Yeah, the demo of this game, I'm pretty sure, came with the original Xbox. And it was just like, yeah, literally, like you say, it's Clyde. That's the dude in the shirt. You'd clone him, send one clone over a bridge to hit a button so that the main Clyde could get through. This is another one I'm like, I should go back and play. But I know, like with a lot of these games, I know I'd play it for 10 minutes. It'd be a fun 10 minutes. And then it would be over. I'm like, yeah, why did I do this? This game is kind of garbo. A fun one. Best Xbox 360 game ever. Classic game. Cloning Clyde 2. Yeah, that'll be the day. An arcade classic. Yep, an Xbox 360 arcade classic. Bonus free 360 profile pick. Yeah, that was pretty fun. Let's see. Explosion Man. I've seen the picture of the thing on the left, but don't really remember that. Pinata. Viva Pinata Party Animals. Let's see if the Sea of Thieves. Let's see if Super Meat Boy, Battle Block Theater, Quantum Conundrum. Let's go back to Viva Pinata here. Viva Pinata, Party Animals. Where's the... Is this what it was called? I feel like there was a different name. I'm going to look it up real quick. There it is. Oh, man. Viva Pinata. This game... I played it so much on the 360 demo in Walmart. Oh man, looking at these pictures, it takes me way back, dude. Everyone probably remember. If you ever played it, you probably hit the girl on the head with the shovel and she was like, ah, ah, ah. Man, essentially what you did was you just had to build a pen for all the pinatas. And the more stuff you built, the more, it was like Field of Dreams or whatever. It's like, if you build it, they will come. Wow. I remember the intro, seeing everything. It kind of makes me like happy and sad at the same time. 2010. Wow. Heck of a time to be alive. This is a fun one. Planting the grass, trying to get more pinatas, building little homes for them. Not typically the game I would like. I'll be honest, maybe if I didn't play the demo of it, I wouldn't have such high thoughts on it, but yeah, I go right back to playing this demo in Walmart. Look at him with his big ears. Oh my gosh. Okay, I didn't even know there was this many Viva Pinata games. Cameo. Here's another classic. I see Fusion Frenzy down there. We might get to that. Cameo. This was another 360 demo game at Walmart where the girl, it was kind of like Ben 10. I don't know which came first, right? Chicken or the egg kind of thing. But the girl has she has the power to turn into different creatures. Like one of them is this plant dude and the other one's a Yeti guy. Wow, this looks pretty cool actually. The intro was really cool. The first two intro missions were like really fun. It's another one I'm like, someday I gotta go back and play Cameo. But I don't. Rare always makes good games as well. I enjoy Rare. 2009. Man. Great time to be alive. Childhood game. Ignore the mouth breathers. Awesomeness. Game's a fun puzzle explorer. Explore everyone claiming it's bad. Couldn't find their way out of a paper bag. Let's go. And it is on the Rare replay. Rare replay is great. Blinks. Never played Blinks. Looks really good. I remember seeing this advertised on the demos at Target. And apparently it was pretty fun. But I feel like there was too many, we had Sly Cooper, we had Jak and Daxter, we had Ratchet and Clank, and I'm sure there's another one. But Blinks just couldn't find his way into that group of dudes. Couldn't find his way into those group of people. We had Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie. He just couldn't find his way into with his feline friends. Conker's Bad Fur Day. Conker Live and Reloaded. There's Conker's Bad Fur Day, and then this is the Xbox version they made, which I guess has better graphics, is a bit smoother. I'm a huge fan of the original. Oh, this actually looks pretty good. The Mighty Pooh. Yeah, I remember seeing this advertised at our local game store, and I think my mom bought us this game, the original version, not knowing how explicit it was. And so I feel like if we tried to ask her to do it again, she wouldn't get it for us. But I bet I could do it now because you know why? I'm an adult and I got my own money. I can do whatever I want. I already looked at Time Slayers. Hunter the Reckoning? What is that? Destroy All Humans, great game. Ninja Gaiden. Metal Slug. Let's get back, unless we see another one. Metal Slug 3. Alien Hominid. Where we saw it. Fusion Frenzy. I actually own Fusion Frenzy 2. A copy of Fusion Frenzy 2. This was your old school party game. I remember this game. It was you had to run or duck under each obstacle. Whoever was left standing wins kind of thing. Smash the most bugs, push each other off the edge, set each other on fire. For some reason, we have the second one, and I've always wanted to get rid of it. But on the front of the cover, it says, not for resale. And so I've always imagined that if I brought it to GameStop or whatever, they'd be like, can you read the front of this, buddy? It says ain't for resale. But I'm glad this is on Xbox Game Pass and you can play it. It's a fun game from back in the day. 2001, dude. It's 22 years old. And it's still fun. Now we're going to get a bunch of the Geometry Wars. You saw me play that. Maybe I'll have to play Geometry Wars too. That looks really nice. Is this Load Runner? Golf tee up. Where's Fortress Craft? Y'all remember Fortress Craft when Xbox tried to... Which is funny because Minecraft was not purchased by Microsoft yet, so they made Fortress Craft to compete with that, and you could use whatever your Xbox character was called. Big Buck Hunter Arcade. Wait, you can just get this at home? Oh, you need the light gun. Fibbage? Oh, it's okay. Crimson Skies, my uncle loved this game. I thought it was stupid. Again, I'm sure it is good. I just don't really like flying games, or just vehicle-based games. Not really my favorite. My least favorite missions in most games are the vehicle missions. Flock? What is that? Where's let's bring up Fortress Craft while we're here. Or I don't even know if you can. Let's see if you can even find it on here. Oh, I have to go way back. Whoops, here we are. Whoops. Oh, wow. It's not even on here. Let's see if they have, what's that, Kingdom. Kingdom. There it is, a kingdom for Keflings. I always thought Keflings sounded like a bad word. Something I shouldn't say. Look at all this. Dude, look how that looks like Gaston from like Beauty and the Beast. Pretty good, a childhood favorite. This was kind of like a fun indie game, or maybe I don't know if it was an indie game. It's got to be, but people like this on the 360. I played it like once with a friend, and at the time I only cared about shooting guns and probably didn't have the patience for it. But it looks cool. Beauty of nostalgia. I have Quantum Conundrum. I've been trying to beat it for years, but I just don't really like it. It's like a decent puzzle game, but I just can't stay with it. See, here's a fun thing, right? Man, there was all these like video games based on the movies, and like 99% of them were terrible. and I guess I understand why they don't make money. I understand why they don't make money, but I understand why they stopped making them. But where was the fun in video games? Like, let there be a Brave video game. Let there be a Red Notice video game, something, a modern. Let there be what was the one with Ryan Reynolds, where he's like in a simulation? Whatever that was. Bolt, Disney's Bolt, that was a game. Epic Mickey 2? Meet the Robinsons? I do want to play Costume Quest. I'd love to play this for this September for you guys. Let's see, there's got to be, Rock of Ages, that's a good one. I want to play Rock of Ages with somebody. It was like, it was you versus somebody else, like your friend, and they had a base, and you built up this big rock, and you had to like roll down this hill and dodge obstacles and try to destroy their base before they destroyed yours. I said find one more good one, and here I am scrolling through a million more. I heard the Toy Story 3 game is actually really fun. Like I said, 99% of those games not great. This one ended up being pretty fun. Stacking, Pac-Man Classic. They've re-released Pac-Man so many times, like I can't keep up. Dear God, this was a... Oh no, I lost it. Or did I go too far up or too far down? Dear God, this was like I think this was a game that was free, Games with Gold back in the day. We just had no idea what it was. And like my friend and I were like, well, there goes that weird game. Slayaway Camp Butcher's Cut? Man, like imagine if you could just walk into a store and see all this. Like, yeah, I guess like stores like that don't really make money anymore. It's hard to, physical media for games is slowly going away, but I wish we could just have a fun place for gamers to hang out and talk games and just have it be a fun environment. That's what I wish I could create. Oh, Costume Quest 2, nice. Darb. That's a fun one. Cars 2, the video game. The Cars game was pretty fun. I played a lot of that as a kid. Monday Night Combat, dude. We thought this was going to take the gaming world by storm. All it did was take it by sleeping. Nah, respect to anybody who plays this game. It just... Wrong place, wrong time. Mini Ninjas, I remember seeing this in the game case. But look at this thing. Radiant Silver Gun? I don't know what that is. But it's here. It exists. There goes Star Wars 2, of course. The Chicken Little game. That's fun. Goat Simulator, that's a classic. Okay, well that sounds a bit very boring. Here we go. We'll end on this one. Not perfect, but also fits the criteria. Enslaved Odyssey to the West. Apparently, like, really good. I never played it, though. I just couldn't get into it. Again, it's another game, like, I see the platform, I see the fighting, but the rest of it, I'm like, what? And apparently it's a sequel or a spiritual successor to something else. Maybe I just need to buy it and play it. One of the coolest games, best game ever made. Yep, one of my all-time favorites. But just... I don't know, like, I kind of can't get over this Marlowe Briggs, by the way. I've never seen that. Blood Knights. That seems like a fun one, though, to end on. All right, that was our deep dive of the Xbox Marketplace. Let me know what you thought. Let me know if you want me to do it again and try to find some other games we can go through and talk about. But just wanted to get on here and chat about some older games and some hidden gems. And I just love that the 360 market, or I keep saying 360, but the Xbox Marketplace has all these crazy games just waiting to be played, waiting to be found. And yeah, thank you for watching, especially if you watched this far. I hope the food you ate was good. If you ate some food, I hope you had a nice nap. If you fell asleep, I hope you got to where you're going. If you're on a car ride listening to this, or maybe you're working listening to this, whatever. Let me know if any games on here jumped out to you. And I will see you in the next video, everybody. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, all right? See you guys next time.